Twilight Registry, Case File TR449, submitted by Sandra Lusk, age 61, of Carthage, Missouri, filed October 14th. Category: Anomalous Telecommunications. Classification: Pending review. Sandra Lusk is the widow of Raymond Lusk, who died on October 11th of what the county coroner described as cardiac arrest in his sleep. The funeral was held on October 13th. Raymond was 64 years old. He had no history of heart disease. The coroner's report lists the cause of death as natural causes. But Sandra noted that Raymond had passed a full physical just 6 weeks prior. His doctor called him, and I quote, "the healthiest man I've seen under 70. Sandra filed this case because on the morning of October 14th, one day after the funeral, she received a voicemail on the household landline. She did not answer the phone. She was at the kitchen table sorting thank you cards for the funeral flowers. The phone rang at 9:47 a.m. She saw the caller ID. It read, Raymond Lusk, mobile. She did not pick up. She told me later that her hands were shaking so badly she could not have held the receiver. The phone rang 4 times and went to voicemail. She listened to the message at 9:51 a.m. The recording is 43 seconds long. In the first 21 seconds, the voice is unmistakably Raymond's. The same gravel, the same Missouri accent, the same habit of clearing his throat before speaking. He says, and I am reading the transcript verbatim, "Sandy, I don't know how to tell you this. I can see the house. I can see you sitting at the table. But I'm not where I should be. Something's wrong with my hands. Something's wrong with my hands, Sandy. They don't look like mine." At the 21-second mark, the voice changes. Sandra described the change as like someone picked up the phone in the middle of his sentence, but it was still him. The pitch drops, the accent thickens, the words slow down. But the most disturbing quality, Sandra said, was that the second voice had a wetness to it, a heaviness, as if the speaker were talking through liquid. The second voice says, "I'm still here. I know you can hear me. I've been trying to reach you from inside the house. I've been trying to reach you from inside the walls." The recording ends with a sound that Sandra described as breathing, but backwards. An inhalation that lasts approximately 4 seconds, growing louder, then abruptly cutting to silence. Twilight Registry investigators attempted to reach the phone number associated with the voicemail. The number belongs to a prepaid mobile phone purchased in Springfield, Missouri on September 29th. The purchase was made in person at a Walgreens. Security footage from the store shows Raymond Lusk buying the phone. This is not possible because Raymond Lusk died on October 11th. We subpoenaed the call records. The mobile phone sent 4 calls on October 14th, all to the Lusk landline, between 9:47 and 10:12 a.m. After 10:12 a.m., the phone sent no further calls. Its last known cell tower ping was at 10:14 a.m. near the intersection of Route 66 and Main Street in Carthage, approximately 300 yards from the Lusk residence. The phone was never recovered. Sandra reported a secondary incident on October 17th. She was in the basement doing laundry when she heard what she described as knocking from inside the north wall. She said it was rhythmic, not random. 3 knocks. Pause. 3 knocks. Pause. It continued for 12 minutes. She placed her hand against the wall. The wall was warm. Registry investigators examined the basement on October 19th. The north wall is standard concrete block construction, poured in 1987. No pipes, wiring, or conduits run through that section. We conducted a thermal scan. The wall registered at 74 degrees Fahrenheit, while the surrounding walls were 61 degrees. We also noted a smell. Sandra had mentioned the smell in her initial statement, but I want to emphasize it here because every investigator who entered the basement that day detected it independently. It was a sweet, organic smell, not rot, not mold. One investigator compared it to the smell of a fresh haircut. Another said it reminded her of her father's workshop, specifically of the wood shavings he used to pile behind his bench. I want to be very clear about what we are not saying. We are not saying that Raymond Lusk is inside that wall. We are not saying that the dead can use prepaid mobile phones. We are not saying that walls can be warm without explanation. What we are saying is this. Someone purchased a phone in Raymond Lusk's name, using Raymond Lusk's identification. That phone called Sandra Lusk's landline on the morning after Raymond Lusk's funeral. The voice on the recording identified itself as Raymond Lusk and described, with physical accuracy, Sandra's exact location in the house at that moment. The recording is in evidence. It has been independently authenticated by 3 digital forensics analysts. None of them detected splicing, synthesis, or digital manipulation of any kind. The voice is Raymond Lusk's voice. The metadata confirms the call originated from the Lusk household. And the second voice, the wet, slow voice that spoke from inside the walls, has not been identified. Registry recommendation: monitor the north wall. Do not open it. Do not drill into it. If knocking resumes, do not respond. If the phone rings again, do not answer. Case status: open.